What's going on, guys? It's your boy Ricky back with another video. Today I'm going to talk about my experience and my time at AFN Europe. So as a 25 Victor, it's very rare that you get stationed at a AFN. AFN is mainly full of broadcasters, 46 Romeos, but there are slots for 25 Victors. And I think it's because of the old system, the way they had it. Or we bring over a broadcaster and then we'll have a 25 Victor to work behind the camera and then the 40s. But it's not like that anymore. Basically, you're a one-man band. So if you're a 25 Victor and your video skills are lacking and you're going to an AFN, you better get in gear and learn video, because you're going to be doing mostly video over there. You're going to be doing video and you're going to be doing some 46 Romeo type stuff. So get ready and have your skills on point and ready for that. I get there, when I first got there, as I in process and everything, the first thing I learned how to do was what they call news breaks. Okay, so AFN Europe is the channel for all Europe. That's the free channel you get when you're deployed. You see AFN, blah, blah, blah. It's not the best content in the world, but hey, it's something. It's better than nothing. So we were in charge of doing news, and we also there were also channels that had movies and things like that, which is dealt at the AFN Riverside, California location. But we were mainly a part of the news. So basically, the first thing I learned how to do when I was there was a news break. News break, I think they played every 30 minutes or every hour or something, where they came in and it was like news and stuff going on around Europe. Actually, what I'll do is I'll play one of my first news breaks I did when I got there. This is your AFN report. I'm Specialist Ricky Bowden. A garrison in Germany celebrates the life of Dr. Martin Luther King. Army Sergeant Jadel Samara takes us to Wiesbaden, Germany for more of the story.
Today was a special day for these community members in Wiesbaden, Germany. They've come together to celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King. The day was a time to remember and honor the contributions Dr. King made in the African-American civil rights movement. The observance included a guest speaker who reenacted Dr. King's famous "I Have a Dream" speech.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed.
Now, most of us know that Martin Luther King Jr. Day is a federal holiday, which allows most of us to take that day off. But what some of us might not know is that back in 1994, the U.S. Congress designated Martin Luther King Jr. Day as a national day of service.
On Martin Luther King Day, I'll probably be giving back in the community, some type of community service event, giving back, of course, for that day, not just to be off as a federal holiday.
After months of holiday goodies, many people are headed to their local gym for damage control. Senior Airman Brianne Biggie speaks with an exercise professional at AFN Air Force Base for some advice on battling the new bowl.
Losing weight tops the chart of New Year's resolutions. So how quickly can we lose the weight and get in shape?
The faster you can get in shape, the higher the risk for injury. We actually try to train you how to train. And that means there's a little bit of progression, a little bit of recovery, and your body gets fit over time.
Women can safely lose 0.75 to 1 pound per week.
For the full versions of these stories, go to afneurope.net or download our mobile app. I'm Specialist Ricky Bowden, and thanks for watching AFN Europe. So as you can see, I am not a 46 Romeo by any stretch of the imagination, but I had to learn those skills and I had to get myself comfortable in front of the camera to do that. And I did that for a while. I did that a lot. I did a whole lot. And I did it to the point until I got better at it. But one of the things I did on my own was, of course, as you guys can see, if you've been on my channel a while, you've seen sports, or you've been on any of my social media, my Instagram, my Facebook, or my Snapchat, you've seen me at sporting events. I shoot sporting events. That's like my passion. I love shooting sports, football in particular. And they had this, they used to do this whole big thing every year where they did this broadcast of the championship. So all the high school, they did football and basketball. The year I got there, I was looking forward to it, but I got there during the time where they was getting ready to do the basketball. So we went up, we had our production trucks, we had everything up, it was live and ready to go, and we did, and I was tasked, myself and my NCO, we were tasked to do the photos of the event. So we did the photos of the event, and of the basketball tournament, and we were there all day from early in the morning to late at night, and it was pretty cool. The next year rolled around, and I was looking forward to it. Football didn't happen because of funding, and basketball wasn't going to happen either because of funding. So I took it upon myself to go down and get a store of my own. It was about an hour and a half away in Wiesbaden, Germany. I went down. I had a plan in place. I had an idea in mind, and I wanted to do something a little bit different that hadn't been done there at AFN. And this is what I did. I'm Specialist Ricky Bowden here at the Dodge Basketball Championships, where teams from all around Europe competed for the championship in high school basketball. We have plenty of highlights, and we're going to get right into them.
We start with the Division II Boys Championship, where the American Overseas School of Rome squared off against Rota. Rota showed tremendous effort, but AOSR would be crowned champions of Division II Boys Basketball. We now head to the Division I Girls as the home team Wiesbaden Warriors took on the Royals of Ramstein. The crowd was electric, but Ramstein point guard Desiree Palacios looked to quiet them early as she launches from long range. But Wiesbaden would not be outdone as Sierra Martin launches one from beyond the arc late in the second half, and the home team took home the crown. The main event of the night placed the Ramstein Royals against their bitter rivals, the K-Town Raiders, for all the marbles. Early in the game, K-Town's Antoine Haynes makes a heads-up play, but is fouled by a Ramstein Royals defender. On the ensuing possession, Ramstein shows great ball movement as Jesse Gray is hit perfectly as he cuts to the basket for an easy layup. From then on, it was all Ramstein as Spencer Wright hits one from beyond the arc, and the Ramstein Royals are Dodge Europe champions. From the fitness center at Clay Kasern in Wiesbaden, Germany, I'm Specialist Ricky Bowden.
So I thought it was pretty cool, but so that was all me. I produced it, and I came up with all the concepts and everything, and it went on the news and played around Europe and abroad for a while. So I thought that was pretty cool. My time there, man, I went to about 6 countries. I went to Bulgaria, I went to Romania, I went to Poland, I went to Georgia, I went to Slovenia. So it was great. And you know, Germany, I still count Germany as one as well. So I was able to go around the world and see a lot of things being at this duty station. And I also learned a whole new set of skills that I didn't have before. Because I always wanted to be a 46 Romeo, but I couldn't get the job at MEPS at the time. And if you want to know how my whole MEPS journey went, you can go back to any of my basic training, not basic training, but my AIT videos. I think it's I Failed AIT or something like that. That's my video. I think you can go back to that and I'll talk a little bit about my MEPS experience. But I wanted to be a 46 Romeo, but I had a chance to kind of cross-train into the MOS and do it here at AFN. So I enjoyed my time there. It's a great duty station. If you get an opportunity to go over there, if you're a 25 Victor, which is a combat cameraman, if you have an opportunity to go, I say go, because it gives you a whole set of skills that you don't normally use, and it just adds to that toolbox. Things you need to be versatile when you're not in the Army. Because when you're in the Army, you can't just be a good photographer and that's it. When you're outside of the Army, you just can't be a good photographer and that's it. You can't just be a good videographer and that's it. You got to be able to do a multitude of things. You got to be a multimedia producer, and you got to be able to be a creative director and be able to oversee all these things happening. So again, guys, thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions about AFN, leave them down in the comments. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Please like this video, share it, whatever you want to do. I really, really appreciate you guys. And again, thanks so much.